What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about 5 of my top underrated VMAX Pokemon cards at the moment that I think are just insanely undervalued and just simply too good to be true. Now before we jump in, I want to quickly talk about the VMAX Pokemon. If anyone's unfamiliar, of course introduced during the Sword and Shield era, VMAX cards are powered up evolutions, alright, of the Pokemon V, featuring massive HP, powerful attacks, and some of the most stunning artwork that we've ever seen. Now, while many collectors focus on the expensive alt arts, I think there are still plenty of incredible VMAX cards that are surprisingly affordable, which today we're going to be looking at 5 of those, which are under $50 at the moment, and I think they're just simply undervalued. Now, the first one I want to get into is the Charizard VMAX. Now, this is an exclusive Ultra Premium Collection promo. Alright, this isn't available in booster packs. You can't source this very easily unless you rip into that Ultra Premium Collection. Now, of course, the Ultra Premium Collection is absolutely skyrocketing in price at the moment. If you want to go and rip that yourself, it's going to be costing you a lot more than the VMAX. So you'd be much better picking up this card. Now, obviously, the first thing is that it's a Charizard, right? Straight away, one of the most collected Pokemon of all times. Yeah, we don't really need to say much more about it. The artwork is sick. This guy looks like freaking Godzilla. I mean, look at this guy, huh? Just absolutely shredding up this place. I don't know where he is. It looks like some kind of mountain, some kind of volcano. It looks like he's on Mars, all right? And he's just absolutely beast moding right now. Now, you can pick this up. The current price is under $50, about 47. We're still yet to top that all-time high that we saw back in September. So, you know, simply with this trend that we're seeing, which is a bit of a slow grind right now, but it's not volatile. It's slow, it's steady, it seems secure. I think reaching this all-time high is just, you know, a matter of time. It's not a when, it's just simply an if. So I think we can definitely take a look at, you know, sourcing this as a really good buy right now under $50. Sword and Shield era, of course, becoming more nostalgic than ever. I think it will help the long-term demand on this one, guys. One of my favourite long-term VMAX pickups by far, which is why I put it on first on the list today. I think this one is an absolute sleeper. I mean, look at this Charizard artwork. Where can you find a Charizard this cool these days under $50? Yeah. So yeah, I think that's just an easy play for that one. I mean, again, the Charizards that are taking the steal of the show right now, of course, we've got the 151, we've got the gold card, we've got the Phantasmal Flames that just seems to keep ripping in price, but we are seeing a nice little retracement at the moment. So I think while the focus is all on these popular Charizard cards at the moment, we can definitely pick this up as a bit of a sleeper. I know this one's going to catch up. Next on the list, we've got this Blaziken VMAX Trainer Gallery card. I mean, this is just absolutely sick. It's one of the cleanest Trainer Gallery artworks I've seen for Blaziken, and to be honest with you, in my opinion, in the whole Sword and Shield era alone. Now, obviously, Blaziken, a hugely popular Gen 3 starter, giving it that strong long-term collector appeal. This guy is loved by absolutely everyone. You've got May here, clinging on for dear life. Yeah, she's clutching right there, and I think just having that addition of a trainer in this card makes it even more valuable. These trainer gallery cards are often overlooked, I think, you know, because they're not the main chase cards of the set. People don't seem to pay that much attention to them, but this one is an absolute banger. Already showing pretty strong growth here. We're seeing a nice steady chart again, not much volatility. But of course, we did see a first peak back in October, and then we saw a steady drop, finding some floor, and now we're heading up again. And I think to source this Blaziken card under $50, again, an absolute no-brainer pickup. Silver Tempest is one of the strongest Sword and Shield era sets, I think. It's got so many good pulls, and this is one of my favourite modern Blaziken cards. I think it's still undervalued, considering the artwork. You know, if you've not got the funds for that big boy Blaziken Alt Art VMAX, which is around about $300 I think now, so this one is an absolutely insane pickup at the moment. I mean, just look at this artwork. Such a sick boy stomping just stomping through wherever he's standing. It's like a forest or something. May's terrified because she knows of how much of a beast Blaziken is. Let's get this one, guys. Next on the list is Umbreon. Now, of course, Umbreon. God, where do we start? This Pokemon is the most popular Pokemon in the world, in my opinion. I think any Umbreon card that isn't just some common, even the common Umbreon cards are going up in value, guys. It's just insane. But the fact that this is from Evolving Skies, I think is going to add a lot of value to this, guys. Again, one of the most iconic and sought after Sword and Shield sets out there. Being around $33 to pick up such a beautiful Umbreon VMAX card is just nuts at the moment. I think if you've obviously not got the budget for the Moonbreon, which is out of reach for pretty much everyone these days, the card's thousands of dollars just for a raw copy. I think this Umbreon VMAX is an absolute beautiful play right now. I mean, it's illustrated by the Akira Agawa. Vibrant, cosmic background. Look at this. Umbreon just literally flying through space, it looks like, with some absolutely awesome colour strips everywhere. God, it looks amazing. It does also complete nicely alongside the other Evolution VMAX cards, which makes it popular. I know anyone wanting to do a Sword and Shield era, what am I looking for? Evolving Skies. God, Jesus, this card's took my breath away. Master set. I think, you know, this one's a no-brainer, guys. It's insane. It's one of the best value Umbreon cards on the market right now. So if you were looking to pick one up without spending, you know, Moonbreon money, it's pretty hard to beat. We're seeing a nice steady price grind right now. It's only going to be a matter of time before this card reaches $50. So to pick it up at the moment at $33, it's a steal. Absolute steal. Now the next one for me is this Gengar. Now I think everyone is very skeptical about this Gengar card because in my opinion it isn't really anywhere near as good as the alt art. But I think because the alt art is getting that much so expensive now and pretty much out of everyone's price range or budget, any normal collector that doesn't have that kind of budget to work on doesn't really have much of a choice. And I think this Gengar VMAX again is just a great option. Much like we talked about the Umbreon, the Gengar is just such a brilliant choice for anyone who can't have the alt art. It's simple as that. I mean, Gengar, one of the most iconic collectible Pokemon of all time. Fusion Strike is an absolutely sick set. Obviously, the pull rate sucks. I've ripped so many packs of that, and I've pulled absolutely nothing. I've just made a promise to myself to never rip Fusion Strike ever again. Gengar has always had a huge fan base. Is one of my personal favourite Pokemon. I've literally got a Gengar plushie sat on my desk right now. I love to look at him. I think he's sick. And yeah, one of the best Gengar cards in my opinion. You've got this awesome Cosmo sort of design, the same, you know, Gengar style artwork of him just opening his mouth trying to lick you in the face as the alt art. So, you know, it's a similar card in ways, but obviously it's not as beautiful as the alt art. But if you can't afford that one, I think this is a great pickup, guys. Obviously, just a tad over budget, but, you know, I make the rules here, and I think this is a good pickup. So I'm sure you can find this at $50 somewhere, a few dollars over budget, but I'm sure you can pick it up for $50 somewhere. I've seen a few copies sell myself over the last few days for about $48. So yeah, go take a look. Again, we've not quite peaked the all-time high back in September. And with this slow and steady, stable grind in the upwards direction, it's up and to the right, guys. I only see this getting back to that $67 peak, and of course setting a new all-time high that we could, you know, see blast through to $70, $80, perhaps even a $100 card at some point. Now, next on the list here, I've got a bit of a different one. Now, I've gone for Chinese, and the reason that I've gone for a Chinese card is because Chinese cards at the moment, guys, are absolutely going nuts. Yeah, because we've seen these beautiful Chinese exclusive artworks from the Gem Pack volume. I think we're seeing a lot of the other Chinese cards, which are obviously so expensive in English and Japanese, follow the trend on them a little bit. I mean, to pick up this artwork for $52, guys, is absolutely nuts. I mean, it costs a fraction, just a fraction of the English copy, which is doing numbers these days. All right, it's doing numbers. Personally, I think that this VMAX card is so close to being as good as, if not better, as the alt art card. I mean, you've got a trainer in it as well. Absolutely sick. I believe this trainer, it begins with a H, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a sick card. And as I say, Chinese cards at the moment are doing numbers. I think the demand for Chinese cards as they grow, cards like these are going to see such an insane price pump catching up with all the others. Potentially even as good as Japanese as sort of the time goes by and we keep getting these sick Chinese exclusives in the Gem Pack. These cards are absolutely mental. I'm going to do a video about these shortly because I think these are just so undervalued as well. But yeah, it's a great time, guys, to pick up this Rayquaza VMAX card. Again, a couple dollars over budget on the collector app, but I'm sure you can find this for under 50 bucks. If you're after an amazing Ray artwork on a budget, this could be one of the best value Ray cards at the moment. If you want to pick something up that's not going to break the bank, that's not alt art prices, that looks absolutely stunning, and you've got look at her, bro, just standing there bossing her Ray in the background. Jesus God, absolutely fantastic. I mean, for me, I like this Ray card. I love it a lot. But you don't quite get that bang that you get with this card. It just looks sick, man. Absolutely sick. Anyway, guys, yeah, these are my 5 VMAX cards under $50 at the moment that I think have absolutely huge potential to keep pumping up. Again, this Charizard card, the Godzilla, to pick this up under $50 is absolutely crazy. I mean, we're seeing the Charizard from Obsidian Flames is a $125 card, guys. The V-Star promo from Sword and Shield is almost touching $100. The Paldea and Fates Charizard, 337 bucks. And we're seeing the Godzilla card barely touching 50. Yeah, this is a $100, $200 card easy, guys, and it's absolutely going to get there in a matter of time. This is a very strong, stable trend growth, and it's only a matter of time until we're going to get there. Again, with the Blaziken, one of the coolest Blaziken cards we've ever seen. I absolutely loved picking this card up to add it to my collection. I really love these trainer value cards. And then, again, with the Umbreon and the Gengar, pretty similar pickups, but I think if you haven't got the money for the old arts, just get stuck into these. And then the Chinese play is something that I'm personally kind of compounding for myself at the moment. I think the Chinese play is quite early. We're seeing all these absolutely stunning Chinese exclusives, which is just going to drag these Chinese cards with it. So this Ray card, again, guys, another stellar pickup for the collection. Now, I just want to remind you guys that you can watch my previous video. I'll leave a link up above, and that was cards in the current Mega Evolution era for under $15, which I think are going to skyrocket over the next 3 to 6 months. So I will leave that attached above. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think of my choices today. Again, let me know if you've got them. Let me know if you're going to be grabbing them. Let me know if you disagree. And give me some recommendations below of what you want to see next, guys. I'm so open. I'm loving these videos. I'm absolutely passionate about this. It's my favorite thing to talk about. I am Pokemon mad. So yeah, thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.